Hello, it's me. I'm your host. This is a cyberpunk cyberpunk series where we use my gaming system, Quest for the Core. I'm your host, Codeman Chloris. I play the edge lord of the campaign. I'm joined by the Imperator, who's laughing right now.
Yes, hello, howdy. How's it going?
He's playing Kairo Zetsubo. This is the second time we had to record this introduction, but it's fine. I'm also joined by Javier.
Hello.
He's playing, as always, Android, the robot man. And I'm also joined by Kyle.
Mm.
I like how I can hear you unmute yourself. Every time you unmute yourself. It's pretty great. But yeah, Kyle plays Nox, Bonus's soon-to-be wife.
I don't want to die.
Congratulations, we're all real happy for you.
I, the GM, ship it, but I, the player of Bonus, do not ship it. Therefore, I am torn. But yeah, last time on Dragon Ball Z Kai, the gang took a job from a scared Hermes executive whose daughter had recently gone missing and emptied her bank account and left for a cult. And the group investigated and found out that the cult was in fact a cult run by a guy named what's his name? I know his first name's Marinius. I can never forget that name. Marinius. Oh, Flavius Marinius. That's what his full name is. With the very punchable name. Yeah, they found out that it was a cult, a sex cult, working out of Tenacity Tower, this massive skyscraper deep in the middle of Ryan's Town's city center. And Cairo went to go see one of his new contacts, Tweak, to go get a antidote to one of the group's drugs made. And he set that up, and that'll be done in a few days. And then I'm pretty sure the session ended off there. So, what do you guys want to do? It's a new day. It's a new dawn. One day till rent.
Life.
It is, yeah, for me, and I'm feeling good. It's a good song, by the way. It's a good song.
Is pretty good. Right now, what I think I'm gonna do, I had a plan for this. I had a plan for when I came back to the session. Well, first things first, I'm gonna switch around my apartment numbers again.
Of course.
And this time I'm gonna do it to the whole floor.
just gonna destroy the entire. Okay, great.
Room service at the top floor when it was supposed to be at the first.
Yeah, if we're gonna be getting mail from like the neighbor 18 floors down, it's gonna be awful.
I mean, the plan that I remember.
The entire floor is gonna be new. My new apartment number is now 69.
Nice.
Classic.
I'm pretty sure the idea you had was get drugged to make people not be sex high,
Yes,
and then go and grab girl.
I'm gonna anti their joke.
Yes. Yeah. Except
they're gonna say, "Ever heard of Updog?" And I'm gonna say, "Not much. What's up with you?"
Wow, really gonna throw a wrench.
I'm gonna anti their anti.
Gonna throw a wrench in that monkey right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think that's just throwing a monkey at a wrench.
But in the meantime, I'm going to switch the apartment numbers around, make my new apartment number 69, and then just sit back, relax with a cup of coffee, and wait for someone to call me. Because I know a call is coming.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he never got called.
Yeah. So the other two of you, what are you guys looking to get done today?
Well, I mean, I didn't get paid. How much money does my character have?
It's a good question.
Oh, I know what I wanted to do. All right, I'll let everybody else go.
I just have 2,500. I have
I need to
20,500.
Oh wait, I got. Oh, I'm done.
I'll probably just go to the bar again, chill out, drink something
All right.
in my cyber Chevy Cruise.
Yeah, the sci-fi Chevy Cruise. Okay. Mr. Oid, are you gonna do anything in particular, or are we just going to wait the days until the drug is ready?
Well, I do need to follow up on all those people I solicited at the bar. You know,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he has to sell his that drug thing.
yeah. Okay. So we'll do that then. So you
Well,
you know this day comes to an end, and you guys wake up, new day, new dawn. Uh, 1 day till rent is due, and Mr. Oid wakes up and he's like, "Ah, yes, I have to go do my due diligence as a drug dealer for a major criminal organization, and go and follow through on those deals with those people in that parking garage near my house." So you go to the parking garage near your house where you told everybody else to go, and I mean, sure enough, there are like the parking garage is pretty full. Um, there are some sort of people standing around, or they're waiting in their cars, and you pull up with like the required amount of substance packed away in your old fashioned station wagon. Yeah, you pull
give
up.
me one moment, friends. I will be right back.
Cool. So you pull up to the top level under the gloomy, overcast skies of the city, and yeah, people get out of their cars and stuff, seeing you pull up. I assume you're already going to be disguised as Mr. Something Wong.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I figured. So yeah, so you get out, and when they see that it is you who has arrived, they all kind of get out of their cars and stuff, and walk over and stuff. Um, because you did solicit like an awful lot of people in your travels the past few days. I'll say that you do manage to basically sell everything uh, in one felt swoop. So I believe that is I forget how much. Oh, because you're selling the opium stuff. So I'll tell you.
Lightyear, I think it was called.
Yeah, Lightyear, and it's 100 colors per dose. And you had to make 10K in total, so you make the 10K, but then you're only gonna get like 40%, so you're gonna get 4,000 actually in profits once you hand over the money to your boss. So yeah, so you sell the stuff. It goes off, without any major problems. Um, People have their money. Nobody tries to jip you because they know that you know where they hang out every day. So they kind of tend to know better than to try to scam someone who they're going to see in like an hour. Um, so yeah, so you do that, and then are you going to hold on to the cash, or are you going to like text your handler immediately and be like, "I have the money"?
I will wait a little bit before I, just show up.
Okay. Um, So you okay? So how long are you gonna wait? About
I'll just go another day.
another day. All right. So we will, uh, leave that be then. So you have $10,000 extra at the moment, temporarily, until you Okay, no, the 6,000. That's the boss's cut. So you know, if you feel like spending that money and getting yourself in trouble, feel free. But you know, otherwise, okay, yeah. So you do that. That takes a couple hours. Let me check to see how long Tweak said going to take her. Oh yeah, 'cause she said that she needs 10 doses of the drug in order to make an accurate counter agent. So you guys will need to actually get this stuff and not just like, you know.
Hey, that was the other plan. We were gonna have Oid disguise or just sign up to be a new person, go up and be like, "Oh, bro, take this drug. It's really good for you." And then we got more.
Yeah. See, that's the okay. So, did you have a plan for how you were going to get, you know, that what's it called?
Probably just
The
sign
extra
them up
drugs.
through the pamphlet.
Oh yeah, yeah, you guys to the website and stuff. So you can get that stuff. Oh yeah, cause there's the yeah. I remember now. I remember. That there was that that Flavius is holding one of his sermons today, and you guys were going to use Oid to sneak into it. I'm pretty sure this was the plan. I could be wrong.
I thought it was just he. We just have him be a random person, sign up, gets drugs, and then through him also showing up there, we find out where the girl is because we have like a picture and description. I'm pretty sure, and then we go from there.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right.
So, if that is something that you guys want to do, then sure.
All right. What did I miss?
He died.
I died.
Everybody's
Oh,
dead.
cool.
Yeah,
Great.
everybody's
Great.
dead.
Finally, finally, this hell can no longer keep me trapped here.
Yeah. But yeah, so the current plan is for everybody, or for Oi to sneak into the sermon and stuff, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Is Mr. Oi
There
agree to
was
this, or
something else I wanted to do really quick.
okay?
How much money do I have?
That would be on your.
Money do I have? How much money do I have? I have my character sheet here. I just need to find where it says money. Oh, I have 11,000. Okay. Okay. So, this is gonna be quite the callback. But you remember that Jamaican gun guy, right?
Yeah, Bonus's friend. Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna go to him. Do I know where his food truck is?
You probably have to ask Bonus for that information, but he'll send you like the updated address of
Grid coordinates.
yeah, just military grid coordinates for like your GPS.
All right. Yeah. I'll send Bonus a message.
Okay. You text him and he's like, yeah, let me, I'll ask. And then you wait a few minutes and he comes back, and he's like, yeah, here you go. And he gives you like the address and it's like, a random parking lot as in somewhere in the city.
Dope. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. All right. Do we have a weapons list?
For the
Or
guy?
an upgrades list for weapons. An upgrade list for weapons. I wanna get some
Yes.
upgrades.
That is on the
'Cause
rule book.
we're getting paid
15K.
how much for this job?
15K.
15K each?
Yeah, 15K each.
Okay. So is there a possibility to get smart bullets?
That is, I believe, an upgrade. Where's my rule book?
Okay, because I'm going to leave. I'm debating between the double barrel shotgun and no, I want to get so what I want to do is I want to get a system on the shotgun that can take like any rounds and turn it into a smart like bullet almost.
So there are two kinds of homing rounds. There's the basic bullets that are guaranteed to hit their target most of the time, and then there's the upgraded version that are always guaranteed to hit their target and can be set to hit a specific part of the body.
Okay, how much does each cost?
The basic is 20,000, and then the advanced is 35,000.
Well, all right. Never mind.
Yup.
Never mind. Can I actually? Okay, so different idea now. Target acquisition. That's so. What I want to do is I want to get an upgrade for my pistols. That there's a. So what I want to do is put a scanner on the pistols that allows me to highlight targets through my HUD.
And I mean, that would just be a targeting suite. Bionic implant.
Well, yeah, I kind of want to do that for my pistols, just for the pistols though. How much would that run me?
Let me see.
Because I know I have the ID lock. I have breach, which ignores armor.
Yes.
I want to say. And then I have, what else do I have in my pistols? I have like full auto capabilities.
There is the optical interface that gives you advantage to shooting based perception checks, but only if used in conjunction with nerve linkages and cyber eyes. But in your case, the mask replaces cyber eyes. So you need your guns need to be linked to your nervous system, and you get this. You can pay this upgrade, which is 8,000 collars, and that gets you.
What's a cheap gun upgrade that could be used?
A
Like,
laser sight
very
gives you a plus
egregiously.
1.
How much would that be?
5,000.
5,000?
Yes, because it is like an integral laser sight, essentially.
Can't I just get like one of those, just pop it on there? It's a little red dot sight.
I mean, sights don't do anything but improve shooting at range, but mostly like for
Well,
pistols,
no,
you're going to be
like the laser
anyway.
dot, like that you can pop on the trigger guard of your pistol. I can't just get one of those.
I mean, I was saying a laser sight, yeah, but it wouldn't have any effect mechanically.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get suppressors, not integral, the barrel screw-on suppressors
Yeah, so each
for
suppressor
my
is
pistols.
so you can go with like a suppressor, which just makes it quieter, or you can go for like a dead silence, where the gun makes no sound other than like the metal moving against itself.
Okay, how much are each of those?
Standard suppressor is 4K, and then the like dead quiet is 10K.
All right. I'm gonna get. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get one suppressor.
Alrighty.
So one suppressor will do it. That'll suffice. I don't want to be too much in the red here. I do have a lifestyle I need to keep.
For which gun are you putting?
Right side hand of Anubis.
Okay. I mean, keep in mind that the sniper rifle you have is also is integrally suppressed. So.
Well, obviously,
There's
but
that.
I want something that's like just something handheld. I don't need to use two hands to wield it.
True. All right.
Because a sniper is a two-handed weapon, technically.
Yeah.
Unless you're, K0 Helix.
Suppressor.
That's also a callback.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
All right.
How much would integral suppression be?
It's the same cost basically.
Oh. Well, alright then. I'll just keep on the screw-on suppressor.
Yes, you've got your. I noted that down. You're down from 11K to 11.979K to what's 11 minus 7? 7979.
7.
Nice.
7979?
Yeah, perfect.
Yes, sir. Alright.
But yeah, so you should.
Now
put
I
the-
just need to find something that costs 797 collars. Or 979 collars.
Yeah, you rock up to the the Rastafarian guy, and he's like, "Hello, my friend. What can I do for you?"
I'm just gonna need a screw-on suppressor.
He's like, "Ah, I see. Looking to be quieter, hmm?"
And just one.
He's like,
I'll go
"Alright."
halfway.
He's like, "Okay, do not worry. I have this for you." And he just kind of like, reaches beneath the lettuce on the taco stand, and just takes out like a
This week's
suppressor.
taco stand. Oh, great.
Yeah, I think last time it was like a falafel truck or something like that. He just keeps changing it.
Something like that. Something to that effect. Next week it's
Yeah.
gonna be a burger truck.
Exactly.
Never know with these guys.
Yeah. So yeah, he like reaches into the lettuce bin and pulls out like a suppressor, and he's like, "There you go."
Thank you. And then I'll wire him the 4,000 collars.
All right, you do so, and he like nods to you, and then he kind of like closes the shutter of the food truck and then leaves.
And the panels change.
Yeah, yeah. As he drives away, the license plate flips around, do something different.
And the panels change to burgers.
Yeah, burgers. Rastafarian burgers and fries. Is the new name.
Next week it'll be actually something that's Rastafarian. It'll be jerk chicken.
Exactly.
All right, yeah. Where's everybody meeting up right now?
Good question.
Yeah, sure.
Don't
I'll meet on
everybody
top
answer
of
at
the
once.
highest point. I want to go to the throat of the world.
The throat of the world.
Wait, wrong world. Yeah, just the bar, like always, like usual.
I want to go to the throat of the world. Wait, wrong world. Yeah, I guess I'll go to the bar.
Okie dokie. You do so.
There.
The encoding process the error has popped up again, but it's fine. We'll run with it. So the highest point. So are you trying to? Okay, go to the bar. Okay, so the condemned then I assume, which is a random
The
bar.
yeah.
Okay.
The
So
condemned.
you all head over to the condemned, and Knox has been sitting there for some time.
Sounds
For
about right.
dramatic timing, Mr. Oid and Cairo pop in at the same time. Bonus is not here yet, even though he's usually the first one here. He's not. He's running late today.
Odd.
So yeah, so you and
Unlike
Oid
him.
are at the first time, at the same time. And you walk in together, and Captain kind of gives like a grunt in your direction as he's pouring drinks for somebody else.
All right, yeah, I'll take a seat by Knox. Not the usual booth.
Yeah, usual booth. All right. So yeah, you take a seat. The three of yous.
Has anybody come across anything new?
Yeah, I found out I can accidentally call someone in my sleep.
Well, all right then. I've come up with a new follow through for the plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until we have the girl. And then I'm going to set it on a delayed trigger so that after we get out, then the anti kicks in and everybody inside goes sober after we leave.
Okay, so I get you're trying to screw them over by making people sober, but like,
Well, I'm also thinking about it like this. If Tweak is cooking it up, it's probably going to be a very strong concoction. And I don't need this girl seizing up. So if people are, having an adverse reaction to this inhalable disease, like this inhalable drug that I am putting in through the ventilation system, I don't need the girl we are trying to get back alive dead. That would only detriment our paycheck.
What do you mean, man? Just use the Narcan.
yeah.
Nullify the
The
nullification drug.
Narcan, I'm not putting any doubt in Tweak's ability. But in the scenario that this anti to their drug is very strong, I did not specify that I did not want it to kill people. So
it's
in the
not like
sense
she
that it
has
makes
enough.
them sober, but as an adverse reaction, they all start seething, I don't want her to die at least.
I mean, she's not making the drug right now, so we could just tell her, yeah, just make people have really strong.
No. I'm gonna leave that up to Nox to surprise me, or not Nox, Tweak. I'm gonna leave that up to Tweak to surprise me. But as I'm saying this, I'm sending a message to Tweak that says, "Make this anti really strong."
Oh my god!
I mean, she needs what's it called? She needs
more dosages.
Yeah, she needs 10 doses of the needle drug to synthesize a strong enough.
Make this anti.
Yeah, make a strong enough antidote.
Okay, I'm gonna message her to tell her like, hey, when we get this stuff for you, I need you to make it like really strong, and I'm talking like seizure strong, because I need to prove my point here.
We're going out of our way to kill people. That's what it came down to.
Come back to terrorism.
Make it induce rage. Make people seize up. I want that. Just give me all the side effects you can.
Just put bloodlust in the air vent at this point. Just go all the way.
I mean,
you got the doses. Yeah, you got 23 doses of bloodlust still, by the way. So.
Yeah, but I also want to make these people sober and then just. We're talking like foaming out the mouth here.
Okay, right. But here's my next question. How are we all going to get in there and grab the girl if one of us are signing up?
It's simple, okay?
Uh-huh.
One goes in and establishes a connection with these people.
Uh-huh.
Then they bring the others in as new recruits.
Uh-huh.
We grab the girl, get out, activate the antidote, and flood the system with a paralyzing agent.
Wait, now it's a paralyzing agent?
I mean, when you think about it, it's pretty much a paralyzation agent. It's basically what I'm having her make.
Yeah, in a way, I suppose. Yeah.
If I want these people to seize and foam out of the mouth, we're basically making these people paralyzed.
You know what? You're right. Let's just kill them at this point. I'm going to buy explosives now. You know what? Screw this establishment. Screw the people. I need blueprints.
high-X plastic explosives.
Yup. I need a connection with all the guards. I need hookers to distract them. I
need high-X shaped charges.
Yep.
Well, no, like you can see the practicality in this. If they're busy seizing, they can't pursue us.
But we're already outside. We're not seething the
My
guards. We're
point.
seething the
My
civilians.
point is that everybody in there is probably high off of this drug.
What if
So
they
I
don't
want them
care
all
about
to
the people
seize.
in there?
They
Wow.
can't stop us if we make them seize.
And okay, here's the part that could make everything really terrible. This guy is rich. He's probably smart. Either that or just doesn't exist. And it's some other person. And what's the other word? What if the building, because I'm pretty sure that we don't have blueprints, what if the building just has the tech to air itself out?
But if everybody is seizing, how are they going to activate this? We need to operate under the assumption that they have aerosol versions of this stuff and it is just floating around. Okay. Okay.
I guess we'll
Just trust me here.
I
Just
guess
trust me here. Okay. Just
I
trust
guess
me
we'll
on
find
this.
out more when we let Oid go inside.
Exactly.
And then we'll talk
exactly.
about this. We're purely hypothetically
Exactly.
speaking, though, on the off chance.
On the off chance that this stuff is aerosol form and it is airborne inside of this giant tower,
Your plan will work a
my
lot
my
greater.
plan will work without a hitch. All I
Yep.
need is a Desert Eagle chambered 50 Action Express.
And then we get wanted for mass murder.
I don't know what you're talking about. I do not know what you're talking about. This is going to be a simple in and out kind of deal.
These new people just came here. Suddenly,
I'm
1,000
curious.
people
I'm
die.
curious.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that it will kill them. I'm saying I just need them to seize for the time being.
What if they don't get medical attention?
That's not my problem. It's on the Hippocratic Oath.
Wow.
This is basically me saying that I'm abiding by the Hippocratic Oath.
What?
I don't think that's how that works, but okay.
Shut up, it's fine.
Honestly,
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
You're thinking too far into this.
we didn't
It's
even
totally
start.
fine. I just want to incapacitate people.
Then get a sleeping drug.
No! That's so
God.
boring.
You know, it is supposed to be distant from the other line of campaigns, but we've already looped back into terrorism.
Yeah,
I
we really
know.
have. It's been instantaneous.
This isn't terrorism. This is cleaning up the streets.
Natural selection, some might say.
Exactly. See?
You know,
I want to anti their drugs and their jokes.
their drugs and their drugs.
Yes.
Nice.
I want to be the anti. They've
God,
activated my trap card.
so I am
They've activated
going
my
to leave up the drugs to you, and I think I will have clean hands because I didn't hear anything and I didn't see anything.
Exactly. It just so happened that
Everyone fucking died.
it's a coincidence, you see?
Yes, a coincidence that a
don't
skyscraper
take-
full of people, like thousands of people, have just died.
Don't take drugs,
And
kids.
and just because they're seizing doesn't mean they're gonna die. Okay?
No,
Alright.
it's just,
It doesn't mean that they're gonna die.
Just means that they're closer to death.
just means that
Just
it's
means they're
likely.
incapacitated.
That's what we're
See,
calling it
now you see, if we were to shoot people on our way out and give them the seizing agent, then that would be capital murder.
Sure. Whatever clears your conscience, bud.
See what I mean?
Lamau.
This is both in and out of character talk. Like
no, this is definitely
look,
happening just
not
like
so-
in character.
This is
Not
this is
so kill
completely in
people.
character. No. This is completely in character.
Yes, you're right. Of course.
All right, fine. I'll just ask for a sleeping agent. Fine.
No, you can keep your medically sound and
Medically
stable-
induced comas.
Yes. It's just on the off chance.
On the off chance that people died, I had nothing to do with it.
I didn't. Nope, I was not there at the scene of the crime, officer. Okay, I
Alright,
just so
fine.
happened
I'm
to walk.
gonna fine. You guys are no fun. I'm gonna message Knox and be like, I'm gonna need a sleeping agent instead, but still, I want that anti to this drug. Just make it in a syringe form.
Okay, so you want just a sleeping agent?
Just a sleeping agent. Just a sleeping agent.
Sleeping agent. Okay.
A mass sleeping agent.
She's like an aerosolized sleeping agent.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. She could do that. That'll be done in a few days. And let me see. Let me look. See how
But I
expensive.
still want a syringed form of this anti-drug because we're
Okay.
gonna have to sober this girl up.
Yeah. So it's still going to take those 10 doses to make it.
All right, that's fine. That's fine.
But
I mean, technically, this could be more sus that the fact that we're committing a crime by inducing a drug-induced coma.
They'll still live.
Yeah, they'll still live, but we're inducing a drug coma.
Koji, I'd rather be a coma than like a fucking
A seizure?
They'll wake up
No,
from
I
a
don't.
coma.
No, you might not wake up from a coma, and a seizure might lead to a coma
Exactly.
anyway.
Exactly. These people might not wake up. I'm at least keeping them awake and in pain.
Look, we'll make both.
Now what I'm doing is making it so that they go into a coma instead of just pain-induced seizures. I basically was making a non-toxic nerve agent before. See, the nerve agent wasn't going to kill them; it was just going to make them seize up painfully. Now they're going into a coma. This could be conceived as mass murder.
What?
I mean, you're just like, pumping in aesthetics into the air system. It's not like,
Yes, but too much, and people tend to die.
True.
We're making a person who makes drugs make this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind of the point. We've got our
no,
own
like
drug
what I'm
engineer
saying
on the.
is she should know, not make it such.
Well, whatever she makes, she makes.
It's supposed to be a
Dakota's
good.
gonna have to do a roll on this to see how strong she makes this sleeping agent.
I guess so.
I don't know, Dakota. Do you want to do that roll?
Yeah, I have. When you get to make that sleeping agent, I mean, she can tailor that to be as strong or as big as you need it to be. It's just like.
Well, I'm leaving that in her hands.
Okay, well, she'll just make it where, they follow, like, it's like an anesthetic. It'll take like 10 seconds to kick in.
Wake up again.
No, she's just gonna overdose every person in the building. She's just gonna make it. She doesn't want to, like, be involved in a bioterrorist attack.
Bioterrorism.
Yeah, so she's just going to make it so that it'll take like 10 seconds to kick in, but once the 10 seconds are done, assuming everybody breathes for those 10 seconds, then they will fall unconscious, just like you were, getting prepped for surgery or whatever.
Well, all right then. It's settled. So we're not going to be committing mass genocide, but we're close enough.
Sure.
Sure, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Well, all right then. It's settled. We've kicked genocide to the curb. All right. Well, let's get Oid in there.
That is so dark.
All right. So, are you still going with the get Wade into the sermon, or are you gonna go with something else?
Yeah, we need that because we need to know where the girl is.
And we need the drugs.
Alrighty.
Honestly, now I'm more worried about manufacturing the drugs.
Yeah, I wanted the drugs too. Just Narcan, bro. Kind of dangerous.
Just Narcan.
Just
Just
Narcan.
Narcan.
Just
It's
Narcan.
Narcan.
Oh, I think I know what the problem with the recording is. I'm recording in 440p right now.
Wow. Our viewers are gonna be watching Minecraft.
That's actually quad HD. Because that's what my monitor is. So it's automatically choosing to. That's why it wasn't working. That's why it wasn't having this problem before with my old monitor. Because my old monitor was only, well, it was 4K, but it wasn't recording in 4K. All right,
Good
I know.
job.
I know for next time after this session is over. So I figured it out. Thank you, Google. I can focus now. So you're gonna. I mean, okay. This is my question. Is anybody gonna go in with Oid? Who is Oid disguising himself as? And if nobody else going in with him, where are the rest of you?
Hey, you know what? I'll go in with Oid. But I'm gonna have
Okay.
Ankh right by my side
Um,
in doggy form.
Bonus does show up eventually, by the way. Like at this point in the conversation, when you guys are like, "All right, so we're gonna leave," he boys walks in the door.
As if on cue.
Yeah, and he walks in and he's like, he doesn't say anything. He just walks up and sits next to, sits in the end of the booth like he usually does.
I look towards Ed and I'm like, did you fix your OBS problem?
Bonus is like, "What? No, I had some side business to take care of."
Well, all right then.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll go in with Oid. I'm gonna have my jackal Ankh right by my side.
Alrighty. So what is Mr. Oid going to disguise himself as? You guys would know that this sermon is for like the cult is a high class thing, so.
Well,
Hey, you're gonna be rich
what I was
today.
gonna ask you guys is, you guys want me to steal someone's identity, or do you guys want me to have, like a fabricated Joe Schmo?
No, I've got it. Remember that preacher that you stole the identity of?
Oh, the spherical church guy?
Yes. Go in as him.
What?
So go enter into another cult, into one cult's meeting by disguising yourself as a cult from a different group. Perfect. Could not possibly backfire.
Yes, and be like, look, I would like to convert.
Ah! I think I'm dead.
Lamau.
What?
I'm playing Vermintide.
Nice.
I forget how to call for help. There we go.
But anyway, yeah, go in as the spherical church guy and be like, hey, my friend and I would like to convert. I'll play along.
We're sending personal messages to people.
And we'll get in there, get a bunch of the drug, and get out.
We're giving them the link to the event in our.
By the way, my mask can filter out toxins, right?
To a degree, yes. It's like a very
like
basic
base narcotics,
mask.
right?
I don't know about narcotics, but it can like smoke, stuff like that. You know, it'll keep you from getting miner's lung, essentially.
Oh, I should probably go to Dapper before this and get a proper filter put in my mask.
I'm gonna have Bonus call you Black Lung from now on.
That's racist.
Well, that's a Red Dead Redemption 2 reference.
That's a racist.
Sure, bud. But yeah, so okay. So you guys head to Tenacity Towers, about a half an hour's drive from the Condemned. It's on the border of the corporate sector, but not quite inside of it yet. The massive wall that separates the corporate sector from the rest of the city is like a block or two away. It's that close. And you guys pull up, and it looks like the Google Street View did. Pretty much identical. There are the guards patrolling outside. There are the drones flying around. There's the front lobby, but now there's like a big, like banner, stretched across the door frame on top, and it says like Martinius's famous sermons happening today, free admission.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to Mr. Oid. Ready?
No, I know, but I'm still on today's page.
As ready as I'll... Actually, wait. I was gonna say I was ready, but am I going as big church guy, or am I going as layman?
I mean, you can go as whoever you want. I just thought it would be funny to go as the spherical church.
If there's someone that cannot be like recognized, because I don't think these guys are stupid.
Oh, I should also note that Mr. Oid does not have a con to match any identity that he has, so keep that in mind.
Oh wait, what about the bean? He should have a completely separate thing for the bean.
No,
it's just a different identity.
Ooh.
That's something I'm probably gonna work on in the coming sessions. Is having like actually plausible fake identities, because none of them are like actually legal.
I mean, technically, Karl Oppenheimer does have a con. You just don't have access to it.
I mean, you could go as like some just random schmuck.
A rich-looking random schmuck, that is.
Sure.
Actually, who are we doing this job for again? Hermes?
Hermes.
Could be the Hermes Johnson.
No, I'm not going as the Johnson. Plus, I'm not sure I even took his face. But I think in the future, the near future, I will use my connections with them to get a fake Hermes identification.
Oh, so you want to get like a fake corporate employee identification? Okay,
that's actually a very smart idea.
That's a very smart idea. I like it. But for right now, you're stuck.
I'm an illegal alien.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm gonna ask Abby. I know I'm supposed to go to the questions thing, but I just don't have the
Lamau.
All right, so who are you going as then?
I'm going to prepare for the future, I guess, and come up with like a fabricated Joe Schmo type.
Okay, so you're just gonna custom make a Joe Schmo.
Yeah, we can work on details later.
I mean, we don't need to. Just that you go into like the Cyberpunk character creator and just hit random a couple times until you get somebody that looks plausible, and you're like, all right, this will work.
I mean, yeah.
All right. So where is Nox going to be while Cairo and Oid go into the building?
Taking bonus on a wonderful Sunday breakfast hangout.
Right across the street.
Yep.
Okay, well there is like this is a nice part of town. It's probably like one of those really high class like artisanal chocolate shops across the street.
Oh yeah.
On the ground level.
It's painting with wine.
Like I'm gonna
like an art gallery
do it
or something like that.
way, right? That I forget. No, I don't forget. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I was gonna do it in such a way it's like, oh, what are you guys doing here? It's like going into the building. Why? I'm like, what? It's over here? No.
I mean, this is the question, right? If you guys want, like, if you're gonna take bonus out on like a quote unquote day on the town, do you want him to dress to look the part, or do you want him to dress in his like ratty armored trench coat and slacks and like guns, like?
I mean, I think you wanna get to. I know. I want to do a side job with bonus to keep me busy while the other two just do what they need to do. Yeah.
Okay. What do you want to do with bonus?
Welcome to my world.
Like,
Date night.
no, right? As much as I was thinking about saying that, by the way, but just a side job to earn more money.
Um,
No, she said
I
to
mean,
make it public.
sure. All right.
Literally, if someone went, I need you to kill this robber, I will kill the robber.
I mean, yeah, literally that's what bonus does. Is people call him and tell him to go shoot someone in the face, and he goes and shoots him in the face.
Getting called.
So I'm not even gonna bother improvising a side job for that. I'm just gonna say that you and bonus are off murdering someone for money, and then I'll split like you'll each get like $500 out of the deal.
I'm just switching to my phone, so I might be semi-conscious because we're doing the ceiling thing.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, that's why. That's
be right
why
back.
I'm not gonna focus on figuring out the specifics of that. So, Nox and Bonus are being everyone's favorite murder couple, Bonnie and Clyde style, and are going off murdering a random pedestrian for money. So you're not gonna have backup, is what that means.
Oh joy.
Don't you just love the prospect of being in enemy territory, unsupported and unaided? It's great.
Yeah. But guess what? Now that Bonus and Nox aren't here, I'm unabated.
Follow each thing step by step, but I don't know.
I am the master at being unabated.
I can now murder anyone I want.
Yes, and then like the news comes out that 83,000 people died yesterday in a freak accident.
An entire city was destroyed by a nuclear explosion.
Ryanstown was reduced to a crater this afternoon in the worst catastrophe in human history. But yes.
In other news, reactor number 5 has melted down again.
Yeah, it's like in other news, CEO of Korner Enterprises has recently purchased a new puppy. Isn't it cute? Unfortunately, the dog is now dead because the city got blown up, but it was cute while it lasted. But yeah, so you and Mr. Oid, Oid disguised as random Joe Schmo.
Mask stays on during sex.
All right, so you guys enter the Tenacity Tower building. The front doors, just like it is in the Google Street View, are these big sliding glass doors, and you walk in, and the lobby is, I mean, the whole building from the inside at least seems to be themed like an old, like ancient Greco-Roman like bathhouse, something like that. So it's like big Greek pillars on either side of the secretary's desk. There's a huge like mosaic of like an orgy on the ceiling. It's super pretty and stuff. The floor is a nice mosaic, little tiny square tiles. There's some couches and chairs and like waiting room stuff. And you see like there's the secretary's desk, and then to the right of the desk is like a little hallway that has like the elevators in it, and then to the left, actually no, there'll be 2 hallways on a side. And then you can see like little like velvet ropes with like signs that say like ballroom 3 this way and stuff like that. And you guys walk up to the front desk, and the secretary behind the counter, very very beautiful, has obviously had some kind of like beauty enhancements, like facial reconstruction, because her head does not look as beautiful as the rest of her body. She looks up and she's like, "Oh, good afternoon, gentlemen. Are you here for the sermon?"
Indeed.
She's like, all right. Well, we're pleased to have you here at the Tenacity Tower. It's like, the group is waiting in ballroom C right now. And she just kind of gestures to your left, and there's like the velvet ropes that lead back behind down the side hallway.
Well, I will thank the secretary and I'll dip.
I'll follow.
All right. So you guys walk down the hallway, and you walk to the left of the secretary's desk, and you walk down this long hallway, like straight back, pretty much, and you come to like a pretty wide hallway that has like some islands in the middle of it. They have like chairs on the other side and like some nice palm trees in them and stuff like that. And on either side, it looks like this first floor of the building has like the lobby that has like the front windows. There's like displays, has some offices, and then like the entire rear half is just these two big ballrooms, and then like this main like waiting area hallway. And one half of the hallway that's next to like ballroom C has like all of these like decorations and like the silk velvet ropes and stuff to cordon off. There are two security guards with very obvious like earpieces running in the back of their suit jackets, and they're both armed with SMGs, and they're both standing at this big set of double doors that leads into the ballroom. And there's like the big sign above the door that says like ballroom scenes. It's like welcome all prospective children or whatever, and then there's the rope and stuff.
They always gave Allison the tough students.
Well, all right then.
Hon, I'm trying to get on the computer.
Yeah.
I'll take a look into the ballroom.
So yeah, so we were
All right, so you take a look into the you kind of like walk down like through the velvet rope line, and you kind of see that the set of doors is like open and stuff, and in this ballroom is a huge like auditorium, and there are a bunch of like round tables with like 5 or 6 or 8 chairs around each one, and they look a nice a bright, really regal royal purple, like deep purple table, like silk tablecloth over them, and there are centerpieces and stuff like that, and like food like placings at each chair, and then probably like a dozen or so of these big tables, and then at the very far end of the ballroom is a stage with a metal like speakers platform and like a microphone set up, and people, there's like probably like over 100 people in here, and they're all like dressed impeccably. They're all sipping fine wine or champagne, and like there's like a buffet line over to the like on the right wall of the ballroom. Like the
All right.
catering staff and stuff are there. It seems to be pretty busy, but you don't see
I'm gonna turn.
Flavius.
I'm gonna turn to Oid, and I'm gonna ask, do you see the woman in question?
yeah, see that would break my heart. And saw one of the kids that I was really close to, and they didn't know who I was. I would be like,
Do I?
No.
I'll do a look around, and oh no, she's not there.
No, she's not. You can look around as much as you want, but she's not here.
All right. I still have Ankh with me, by the way. Ankh's coming with me. He's a good boy. And I mean, I guess I'll go in and take a seat at one of the tables. Not gonna get any food.
All right. So you're dancing at the table, Mr. Oi. Do you get any of this tasty food? Very fine. It's like caviar and like steak and lobster platters and sushi towers and stuff like that.
Yes,
Oh, of
Andrew,
course.
the quite
robot.
clearly the robot here.
No, what do you mean?
You get
He
any
looks like
food?
a human.
It looks like a human, yeah. I mean, I guess I do look more like a robot in this sense. I do have 2 artificial arms.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I do kind of look more like a robot. I don't know why they just let me in.
Well, because you aren't a robot. You just have your 2 arms and your
That
mask.
That is very true. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Oh, I was to ask, what guns did you guys bring to this, by the way?
I only kept my suppressed hand of Anubis. That's
Okay.
all I have on me right now, and that is currently tucked in my waistband.
Cool. Mr. Oi, what did you bring?
I think I just have the pistol.
Alrighty. Cool.
I don't like it when you ask me that, because I feel like I know what's coming next.
you get shot in the face. Everybody dies instantly.
Oh boy.
Bam. The building blows up.
Boss, you killed a child. That's why you're the best, boss.
That's really
Good
intense.
work.
Okay, so yes, or you're gonna get food. You're gonna have some of that human sustenance.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys mingle at all, or do you just,
I will, mingle.
First thing
to some
I'm
people.
doing. First thing I'm doing is looking for the drugs.
Well, the first thing you notice then is that the centerpiece of each table is just like a lazy Susan full of drugs.
I'm gonna take the required 10.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna take one extra. I'm gonna take 11.
All right. So yeah. So you kind of have to go to some of the other tables to like some of theirs because you don't have that many of any one drug on the table. But you kind of go into some of the empty tables and you don't like some of the spray dosages.
But I'm gonna do it very casually and very I'm not doing anything and just like slide them into my pocket.
Yeah. None of the rich people seem to care. Although, I mean, it probably makes some like comment. I mean, Mr. Oid probably hears them make some comments about like, a poor person got in here and is trying to scalp drugs, part of the meeting or whatever. But nobody stops you. The guards in here don't
Well, no,
care.
I'm wearing like a nice getup. Like I'm not wearing just my disheveled trench coat and everything. No, I'm probably wearing the outfit I was wearing during the concert.
Ah, okay.
So it's like a suit, a longer
a sci-fi
smoking
suit.
jacket.
Yeah.
I'm not poor.
I mean, yeah, but you're poor. You aren't.
That's all gonna change after
Yeah.
some time. That's all gonna change.
After a few more jobs, it'll change.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, so okay, yeah, or you mingle. You figure pretty much that most of the people in here are corporate executives or managers or like small business owners or scientists or lawyers or something like that. They're all or doctors. They're all well-paying individuals, wealthy individuals. And they're all talking about like, did you see the stock prices? And there's like, oh, I did. And then the other person's like,
stock for GME is going up.
yeah, and like, oh, how lovely. And then they have the similarly posh conversations. Yeah, and you don't learn anything useful. None of them are even discussing the fact that they're here for a cult meeting. They're all just very casually talking about like work and stuff.
Yes, I'm gonna DC for a bit because issues with finding the right place to drill. So yeah.
Wow, gay.
Very.
Very.
I'll see where I'll be. Peace.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, on with the meeting then, I guess.
Alrighty. So, after probably like 10-15 minutes of walking around, stealing narcotics and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you do.
Yeah. Eventually, like, some nice classical music starts to play over the room's loudspeakers, the PA system, and a very, I guess it would be like professional looking woman in a pantsuit and like high heels and like a tablet walks up the stage past the gaggle of guards that are standing on either side of it, and she watches the podium and she kind of like taps the microphone and gives attention, and she's like, oh, good afternoon everyone. Like I said that we're gonna start in a few minutes, so get any last bits of food you'd like, and then take your seats, and the program can begin.
Hey, I'll just take I've been sitting down this entire time, other than to steal the drugs.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm also gonna pass those off to Ankh and have him put them in his mouth. Like I'm gonna like put it under the table for the dog to eat.
You should very loud chomping sounds coming from the table.
Well, no. I'm just putting them in his mouth. He's not eating them.
Tasty drugs.
I'm having him open his mouth so I can place them in there for storage.
Yeah. Yeah, so everybody kind of drifts back over to their seats over the next like minute or two, and then like as the classical music kind of increases in a bit of volume, and like some kind of like perfume kind of starts to waft over the room. No narcotic effect that you can tell, but it's just a nice smelling perfume. And then there's some like a trumpet blare, like a royal trumpet blare introduction. And then from the rafters of the stage, like where the lights are kept and stuff like that, drifting down from the rafters, comes Mr. Flavius Marinius, wearing nothing but a bright purple toga and his gold olive branch, imperial Roman headdress. And he just floats down from the rafters. His toga billowing in the wind, like spotlights on him and stuff. There's like angelic choir music going on in the background, and he lands, and he's like, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am, of course, your Lord and Savior, Flavius Marinius, and I am here today to congratulate you all for finding your way here and making your way into the arms of a loving and caring group such as mine. And he goes on to give this speech where basically he just like regurgitates the online, shtick of the cult. Except, Cairo, you, unlike when you read it on the internet, you find this speech to be not only incredibly entertaining and exciting and uplifting and upbeat, but also very convincing. He makes a lot of sense. Some of his points, they make a lot of sense, man. Everybody else seems to be like nodding along and stuff.
Before anything else can happen, I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna tap on Ankh and have him go to tweak with the drugs that he has in his mouth.
Okay, so he just leaves the table and just doopy 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 doo trots out of the room. Nobody stops the drone.
Of course, because why would they?
Yeah, it's a drone. Yeah, so you're like, oh, this guy, he's making some pretty good points. He's talking about how like ecstasy and stuff like that is like, the ultimate form of the human condition and stuff, and how like pleasure helps people ascend.
I'm gonna try and make a willpower check here. Can I shake myself out of this?
Do it disadvantage, but you can certainly try.
Alright, cool. Because if not, then I know what I'm gonna do next. Oh, 10 and a 9. Let's go.
Right. So yeah, so you're kind of like, you're like, oh wow, this guy is really making some good points, and then you kind of like look around and see everyone else except for Oid and you are entirely fixated on Flavius. The guards aren't, but literally everybody else.
Well, damn, if I'm good at my job, I will certainly be fixated on him.
Well, yes, you look like you are, but the character, are just like, this guy, he's giving his speech. He's a good orator. He's not like, he's using big words and stuff. But you don't get the whole, like, he's not enamoring. Now, to be fair, he is also incredibly beautiful. Like, peak beauty. Like, I think he's beyond anything. He's probably the prettiest any you've ever seen in your life. Like, he just radiates, handsomeness, and he's very muscular and stuff like that. But yeah, so, Oid, you're like, I mean, yeah, it's a decent speech, but I don't see the whole, the big deal about it. And Cairo, you're like, well, this guy, he got some good points. And then you're like, wait, Does he though? And you just manage to like fight your way and just to think like, hold on, why am I really here? Oh, that's right, to rob this guy. That's why I'm
Yeah,
here.
I mean we've already got the drugs, so now we're just here out of kindness.
Yeah. But yeah. So you're kind of like, and
I think what I might do. I'll just keep going on with my succeeded willpower.
alrighty. But yeah, so you both of you just kind of finish listening to the speech. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty. It's interesting, but it's not like groundbreaking, theological or philosophical notions. And when he ends the speech, the rest of the crowd break out into like screaming, and like people are crying, and they're like jumping around. Somebody has like a seizure and it's like rolling on the floor. People are like clapping like hysterically. Like this is like a gospel church, but like on meth. Like it's
Oh
like
damn! I gotta really get in on some of that.
I think this is my cue to leave.
So, or are you gonna like feign obsession and just be like, yeah, woo, go that guy, great.
Hell yeah,
I'm
dude.
I'm just gonna
You know,
walk
this is,
out.
my time to shine, really.
All right, make me a charisma check to fake your performance.
All right. Please. Six.
6, good enough. So yeah, so you I think what I imagine is happening is like everybody else like leaps from their chairs and like screaming and clapping and stuff, and you kind of like wait a second before you just like slam your hand on the table and like knock it over and just like jump backwards into like a log roll and start like screaming and like foaming at the mouth, stuff like that, in just ridiculous, I don't know, speaking in tongues, divine gibberish.
He's speaking the language of the gods.
Yeah. And after like the clapping will continue for like 10 minutes straight. So, are you going to stay there for the full like 10-15 minute long applause, or are you going
Hell
to?
yeah.
See, that's the whole thing. While everybody's clapping and applauding, I'm just gonna stand up and nonchalantly walk out.
All right.
Or,
So
well, at least go to. I'm not gonna hide the fact that I'm walking out.
I mean, yeah,
I'm just going to walk out.
okay. So I need to both of you to
Very,
make me,
very Kingsman style.
yeah.
I'm leaving.
So I need to both of you to make me perception checks as you're walking out and writhing on the floor, foaming at the mouth, respectively.
8.
Alrighty.
Give me that shit.
3.
Lamau? That might still be a pass, though. What's your perception? Let me see.
Lamau, imagine not passing a perception check.
Yeah, that is pass for him, because he has a 7 perception. So you both notice as the applause is starting to... Well, I mean, yeah, so Kyra, you leave the room while the applause is just beginning.
So does someone try to, like, stop me?
No, I don't care.
Okay, cool.
So you walk out, and where are you? Are you leaving the building entirely? You're just gonna wait in like the hallway outside? Are you?
I'm gonna find the... Well, because what do I notice first?
Well, it depends on where you are, what you'll notice. So.
Well, currently, right now, I'm getting up and walking out. I have not left the room yet.
Okay. So as you get up and walk out, and you leave the room, as you kind of enter like that hallway again and pass by those 2 guards that were standing watch, you notice a group of 3. Well, I guess it's 2 women and 1 guy, and the women are dressed like nuns, and the guy is just like a priest, except that the women are super chromed up and have like metal faceplates over their normal faces, and the guy is also like relatively chromed up. He has like the seams in his face for like the nerve wiring and stuff like that. Um, these guys are Spherical Church cultists. They're Spherical Church priests, and the three of them are talking to the secretary as you leave the hallway and get into the lobby and stuff. And as you kind of walk past the secretary, you hear them be like, "Thank you very much," and then the secretary's like, "My pleasure," or whatever. And then the three church goons start to walk down the hallway you just came from and towards the ballroom.
I'm gonna go to the secretary and ask, do you know where the restroom is?
She's gonna be like, "Yes, it's just over to your right," and then it's she gives you the directions. It's like a couple turns
So
down.
I'll start to follow the directions. Are there any visible cameras?
Yes, there are cameras everywhere. Every corner of every turn has a camera.
Okay. What's in the same corridor as the bathroom? Like, is there anything in this corridor with the bathroom?
Other rooms?
Like other doors or like an elevator or something like that?
Just because I don't have the layout, I do have the layout on hand. I just am lazy. I'll say I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pull up the floor plan.
Because I do want to know where I am in conjunction to everything else.
Alrighty, I can do that.
Okay, cool.
Bam. So this is the where you guys are. You guys are in here because this is ballroom B.
Okay, hold on, it's loading currently. You keep doing this to me. It's not loading.
So let's go back in there. Let's go like this.
Okay. Well,
bathrooms are. Here.
Well, all right then. There we go. Unsupported file format. Cool.
Yeah.
Love
so, Mr. Oid is here, and then you are in this bathroom over here.
Well, I haven't entered the bathroom yet. I'm in the hallway towards the bathroom, wherever that may be.
And I will.
Oop.
Share my screen so Xavier can see. And each of these little French red flare blocks are cameras.
Okay. So where am I currently? Oh, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So where's the hallway that leads up to this bathroom?
Well, this is
Okay. Well, this is the hallway. This is the secretary's office.
Yeah, this is the desk right here.
Okay. Where's Oid? Is this him?
Yeah.
Is this Oid?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's far.
Yeah, this is the ballroom.
What am I near right now?
Secretary's desk, elevators, the front entrance.
So they're
right
behind
here.
her.
Yeah.
Okay. That's security room, gun locker. Alright, so.
Well, the doors are to the sides, but they're behind the desk. Yeah.
That's the women's room. You fool.
Oh, I didn't check the doors. I mean, this is 2099. You don't judge, all right?
Okay, so there's vents. I can see. Alan just walked right out the door. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So I can pretty much be seen on any camera in the vicinity. So, because I want to try some espionage type stuff. What's this room right here? This one.
I mean, you wouldn't know because you've not been in there. But this is the storage room of a bar. Right. This is a bar, and then this is a movie theater.
Okay. All right. So I'll go in the bathroom.
All right, we're in the bathroom.
And I would like to, since this would probably be public record, but I'm gonna sit in one of the stalls, secure my own private like VPN data, I guess.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna check for the schematics of this building.
Just like I'm pretty sure you asked about or inquired about this last time. You cannot find schematics for this building.
I can't find schematics for this building.
Nope.
Unfortunate. All right. So what I'm gonna try to do is Is there any way I can jack into the Matrix right now?
I mean, there would be like an outlet in here, but it's not like a data jack. It's just like an electric outlet. The ballroom would have had like computer systems and stuff behind the stage where they would have had like the lighting equipment and all that stuff, sound system. That would have had a jack. The
All
bar
right.
would have free Wi-Fi, but it wouldn't be the same Wi-Fi that has the actual like records
Secret
on it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do is there's an outlet in the bathroom, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hook my pad into the outlet and then hook the jack for my pad into my head.
Okay.
And from there, I'm going to see about hooking into the camera system.
All right. So the camera system for the first floor, because it's security room on the first floor.
And see if I can't weasel my way through the system through that and try to find our target.
I'll say that it would be D6 difficulty dice. But like a D8.
Okay, and I have what, D10?
Yeah, so you roll it, and then I roll my.
Okay, where's my D10? Okay, right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep,
That's a 9.
You even have already rolled max, so you hack into the first floor's camera system, so you can see into here, into the lobby. You can see into the movie theater, into the bar, well, into the front part of the bar, and I believe that's where all the cameras are.
And my my intrusion is non-detected, right?
Yes, your intrusion is not. Yeah.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is there a server room on the first floor?
No, but the security room has the servers for the cameras, and like the stuff for like the security on the first floor, but no servers. No.
Okay, so I now have unrestricted access to the cams. Trying to think here. Is there a camera in the security room?
No.
No? Huh. So now that I have cams, are there any small intrusions I can make that could offer up as a distraction?
You could get into like the ballroom sound and light systems, or the movie theater systems.
But that's risky because if I do something that's like too noticeable, they'll know it's me.
Also, at this point,
someone wearing a jackal helmet is not exactly conspicuous. All right. I'll just keep this intrusion under wraps for now, and I'll hold on to this.
Cool.
For information, but later on I am going to need friends to access the upper floors.
Alrighty. But at this point as well, Mr. Oid, you see as you're, finishing up your foaming at the mouth, speaking in tongues nonsense, the 3 spherical church priests and nuns, or priest and nuns, walk into the ballroom and make their way up to the stage, where Flavius has been is bowing repeatedly for the past 10 minutes, like nonstop bowing, and like waving and stuff, and like blowing kisses at people.
Nice.
And the spherical church guys walk up to the guards that are like standing on the end of the stage, and they talk to the guard, and the guard lets them through, and then they approach Flavius, and the priest and Flavius begin talking to each other as the applause kind of very quickly dies down because he's no longer paying attention to the crowd.
All right. Well, how close am I to the stage?
I assume that you would have picked a table close to the exit in case you needed to make an exit, but if I'm wrong, then you can be wherever you want.
I mean, I would say probably the middle of the room would be fine.
Alright, so we'll say you're like over here, and then I will draw out the stage. See that the stage is like here.
I was gonna say I'll watch this on the cams, but there's no cameras in the ballroom.
Not gonna be able to. Everything's gonna be jammed.
And then there are,
Which quite possibly could have come in handy if there were.
so yes, this is part of the stage with the doors that access like the back of the stage, and then these are the little stairs that lead up to the stage. But there are two guards to each staircase, making sure that people don't rush the stage in like divine fury or whatever.
Well, in any case, I think. Am I close enough to listen in on their conversation, or would I have to move closer?
Now that the clapping has died down, no, you're still too far away because they're like talking in hushed tones in a loud room on purpose because they don't want people to hear what they're saying.
Wow. Anyways, yeah. So if I survey what's going on right now, are people just chattering amongst themselves, or what?
Yeah, for the most part, people are like, "Oh my god, that was so amazing." Other people are like frantically taking the drugs on their table and like, getting down and dirty stuff like that because they're so overcome with I don't know, whatever it is that they think that this guy is so amazing. But most people are just like chatting and stuff and like being like, "Wow, that was so cool. It was really a great speech. I'm totally gonna give him all of my money." Stuff like that.
I got out of there while the game was good.
No, I
Lamau.
think I need to
New kind of mosh pit, you know what I'm saying?
advance on this a little bit. And so I
Double
think
down.
I'm going to, I guess, attempt to approach the stage. I'm not gonna, like run past the security or whatever, but I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna, be like, "Oh my god, Flavius, that was so cool. OMG, I'm high off my ass. When is your next sermon? I want to be there. Lamau. Something like that."
Okay. So you do that. I'm gonna make some models for for the guards and stuff, so we have a reference. This is Flavius, and these are just guards. So you walk up to push to this stage. They're not going to like the guards don't like harass you or anything. They just kind of watch you to make sure you aren't like gonna hop onto the stage and try to like assault anybody.
All right.
But yeah, so you you walk up. Flavius kind of like side eyes you like down from the stage and stuff, and he kind of turns to the spherical church guy, and he's like, my apologies. And he kind of just like turns to you, and he's like, oh my god, thank you for showing up, and he gives you like the very like fake spiel of like being friendly, but he obviously very obviously has something better to be doing, and he's just like humoring you. But before he turned to pay attention to you, you would have heard the spherical church guy say something about. I think you probably would have heard the word. What would it be called? I guess like confederate would be the word. And then that's at that point after like the guy said, we're going to confederate. Then Flavius is like, one moment, I have to go attend to my ravenous fans. And then he just like leans down and kisses you on the forehead, and then it's like, all right, be gone, and just turns back to the priest guy.
Cool. And then at that point, I swoon a little bit. I turn back to the crowd, and I like join in to like the closest block of people. And I'm gonna like pretend to interact, to be like, OMG, I just got a kiss from the man himself. But in reality, I'm gonna see if I can catch some more of their conversation.
Okay, the nearest group of people. Okay, so I'll be like over here. So give me a perception check then to see if you can in fact still hear what they're saying.
6.
So you get the gist that from the few words that you can hear, here and there, you can understand. The spherical church guy is making some kind of a proposition to Flavius, and he's like, my organization has heard great things about your newfound popularity, Mr. Murinius. And then Flavius is like, please call me Flavius. And then the church guy's like, whatever. The spiritual church people seem to be immune to this guy's like insane charisma. They don't seem to care about him at all. And they're like, look, buddy, all right. It's like we've noticed your popularity with the people, with the kids these days, and they basically offer him a deal, asking if he wants to partner up with the Spherical Church and become one of their like sub-orders, like subsects. And Flavius is like, oh, well, I'm doing pretty good on my own or whatever. And then the priest is like, yeah, but if you don't, we'll kill you. And he's like, well, in that case, why don't you come back, tomorrow, and we'll have a meeting in my office or whatever. And, the free church guy is like, of course. Like, it's like, I do apologize for this interruption, but I don't care. And then he just walks off the stage, and you kind of, for the corner of your eye, you see Flavius give the priest like a really intense death stare. And when he does so, the priest guy trips down the stairs and face plants onto the floor. And like the two nuns immediately like rush to pick the guy back up. And he's like, "Oh, get off me, women! I'm fine." And he's like, brushes himself off. And the nuns are just, they seem to be like bodyguards. They are super, super, super chromed up. Like they have like machine guns slung over their shoulders, very obvious like arm blades built into their forearms, heavily armored. They have not digitigrade legs, but their legs are fully metal and are like built for speed and stuff like that. So they mean business. And the priest kind of like scoffs, frustrated and surprised, and he just kind of like speed walks out, followed by the two nuns. And then Flavius turns to
the bathroom and the building.
So you're gonna leave the building then.
Yes, I'm gonna go meet up with. I'm gonna start an open conversation with Tweak as I leave, and say, hey, I just sent Ankh over with the dosages. I'll meet you at your warehouse in like 30.
She just takes back like, okay.
All right, cool.
Cool. So you
And turn it back over to Xavier now.
Yeah. So Xavier, after the priest walks out of the ballroom, you see Flavius kind of just like his demeanor changes from like super serious and like horribly angry back to being like super like upbeat and standard charismatic cult leader. And he's kind of like start turning back to the other people that have like they saw you walk up to the stage and get a smooch. So now like other people are walking up and trying to solicit this guy too. So he's like, like putting his hand on people and like shoving them backwards like a mega church priest would and stuff like that. And like, you have been healed and whatever. And people are like, oh my God, he touched me. And they'd like run away screaming. It's weird. Weird people in here, man.
Weird people indeed.
Yeah.
Winston. Wait, come here.
Yeah, so you're gonna just, what you doing? What's going on?
So, at this point, I guess I'm just gonna follow the crowd, mingle about, eventually make my exit, sort of call up Kyra, be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, my guy?
Deceased. But yeah, as you make your way out, nothing out of the ordinary happens. I guess out of the ordinary for a cult meeting. So you leave the building, and Kyra was there, out front. So would Bonus and Knox by this point. They are also present once again. Both of them, Knox in her Chevy Cruze and Bonus on his hover bike. And they're just kind of like they've pulled up and stuff, and Bonus is like, Bonus also like his mask and stuff is like smattered in a bit of blood, and like his bionic arm, his bionic hand is covered in blood, and he's like good things. How did it go?
Good enough.
So wait,
I guess.
where is everybody right now?
Oid has left the building, and Knox and Bonus have pulled up out front in their car and flying motorcycle, respectively, and have respectively, and have are asking you guys like what happened.
Yeah, so I asked him, like, so did you die?
No, thankfully. It went better than that. And I'm not sure. Well, we accomplished two things. We got some of the drugs, and I got a little bit of information.
Bonus raises an eyebrow, but you can't tell because he's a mascot.
Long story short, I got the drugs, almost got sucked into a sex cult, but I got the drugs.
Almost.
But yeah, we've got the drugs. I'm on my way to Tweaks now. And everything is going to be perfectly fine.
Oh, and as we were making our exit, once we, make a good distance away from the building, I'm going to, tell everyone else, what I heard about the sphere guys wanting to confederate.
Well, now that's interesting. That's actually news to me. I wasn't listening that entire time.
Wow.
So true discovery.
Looks like
right
Xavier
here.
will have
True
to
discovery.
actually repeat what happened.
Well, no. I heard bits and pieces of it, so like I get the gist. Like they want to confederate the sex cult, but I didn't get the entirety of it. So I know that the Syriacal Church wants them to join them, but like that's about it. I tuned in at they want them to confederate and then tune back out as soon as Xavier was doing all the stuff with the cult. Like, I heard the description of, like, the nun and the pastor or whatever. And then I was like, oh, interesting. But, yeah, I'm currently on my way to tweak. Onk should be almost there. And drugs.
Alrighty. So,
but I will communicate this effect that the main person on the stage had on me.
Go Flavius.
Flavius's effect. I will relay that to the others in the group.
Bonus is just like, weird.
Yeah. But it may be worth looking into the spiritual church, someone higher up, about this confederation between the both of them.
Well, if you want to know more, I believe Flavius scheduled a meeting with them for tomorrow.
That would be very interesting, yes. Boyd, are you able to grab the look of one of them?
I don't believe I did, actually.
No.
Do you have the ability now?
I mean,
Like,
I could just walk back there,
here?
and if they're still around...
I mean, last time you saw them, like, they did leave the building before you guys, so you would have to, like, track down whatever vehicle they used and get them to pull over.
No, we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about that. He already has a spherical church skin.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he does have the gay preacher that you made cry in the intersection several episodes ago.
Did you kill him?
No, he's not dead. He's just openly gay now, as opposed to being a closeted gay.
And
I did that guy a favor.
We can use his face.
Yeah, you really
to
did.
Get in.
Turned his life around, you know. Made him realize what he really wants in life.
We just cut back to him, and he's being purged.
Get back.
The clerical church doesn't accept everyone.
His headless body is tossed into the sewer system or something like that.
He's hanging from a cross.
Yeah, I mean, it's like,
oh my god, that's the Cyberpunk 2020 arc.
Oh god.
But yeah, we could just use that guy's face to get into that meeting. Tell me I'm not a genius right now.
You're not a genius, but you are smart.
Well, thanks. Thanks for that reinforcement. Thank you.
No problem. I'm currently eating hot chips and still dealing with this hole.
You realize you can turn sound suppression on, right?
No, the drill's off. It's just like I'm on a call with my sister to deal with the hole. Like we're putting the wire through the hole now.
Deal with the hole?
Yeah.
We all know how you deal with holes,
That's
Kyle.
kind of suspect. I didn't know you were from Alabama. Anyway. But yeah, we can use this information to get into that meeting.
I'll be back.
Tomorrow. And figure out more information. Which could be very useful. In the meantime, I have a very good idea. I'm going to get into contact with someone who might be able to help me get something that might get us some more information as to what we're dealing with. But that'll be for another time.
All right. So what's happening? You're gonna go to Tweaks, right?
Yes, I am on my way to Tweaks right now.
Is anyone going to follow him, or are we all going our separate ways?
I'm probably just gonna, unless like someone asks me to come with them, I'm just gonna go back to my place and analyze what I took from the venue.
Alrighty. So in that case, bonus will accompany Kyra just because bonus doesn't want you getting murdered on your way there.
What do you mean getting murdered? I'm not gonna get murdered.
Who's
How
dying?
am I gonna get murdered?
Everyone is getting murdered.
Oh, man. Okay.
Understandable.
Yeah. It's a shame,
Nox
but
murdered.
Nox
Boyd
murdered.
murdered. Cairo dead.
Yep. Everyone is
Bonus, he's
deceased.
the one killing everybody.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I believe it. I'm gonna add so.
You have conflicting contract.
Yeah, they were actually that side job was actually to kill it. Bonus was hired to kill everybody else in the party.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, so you make it to Tweak's place, like half an hour, 45 minutes later. And you pull up to the warehouse. Same deal as before. No, nothing different.
Just
Nothing's
wearing
changed.
nicer clothes.
Yeah, it's wearing marginally nicer clothes this time. Yeah, you pull up and you knock on the door and the guard behind the thing is like, "Who are you?" And you're like, I'm here to see Tweak. She knows I'm coming, and he's like, "Yep, all right." And lets you inside, and then Tweak's there, messing about with some more like pill press machines, and you walk in, and she's like, if it isn't one of my new favorite customers, what can I do for you?"
Did Ankh arrive?
She's like, "Oh yeah, Robo Dog," and she kind of like finger whistles really loudly, and Ankh kind of like trots out from like underneath one of the machines, and he kind of walks up and he like sits down and he's kind of like regurgitates all of the syringes. It's like, "Meh," and they'll just kind of like fall into a little pile on the floor. She's like, all right, very good." She's like, she takes them all, and she's like, "Yeah, this should be enough for me to get started." She's like, "So let me get this straight." She's like, "You want a sleeping agent and an anesthetic on top of one dose of this Narcan like stuff." Okay. She's
yes.
Like, that
and everything else here, feel free to use to manufacture your own.
She's like, okay, I see what you're doing. All right. Well, since you're being so generous, I'll give you the free drug development. All right, I'll let you have that one. The
Nice.
charge for the anesthetic would probably be like 2,000 colors for like a hydrogen, like a helium, one of those big metal helium tanks full of anesthetic that you can plug into the system, vent system, and knock everybody out.
All right, yeah, I'll do it.
Alrighty, so I will subtract that. She's like, "All right, well, I got the anesthetic stuff here. Lucky for you, one of my other customers robbed a hospital a couple days ago, so I have plenty of extra." And she's like, "So, come back." Oh, actually, I have to roll a dice to determine how long it takes her to make this stuff. It's gonna take her 6 days. Well, she's like, "Yeah, so come back in 6 days, and I'll have your drug."
All right, sounds good. Oh, by the way, I have a question.
Shoot.
Do you know of? Oh, I don't know. The ability to convince people with, I don't know, just spoken word to instantly believe your cause.
She's like, I mean, I know that like groups like the Spherical Church use like suggestion opening drugs or like hypnosis to do that sort of stuff, but just speaking,
we went to a seminar today, and the guy was able to just almost entrance people with his words.
She's like, "Yeah, I mean, I've heard of some great, speech givers or whatever, but I don't know of anything that could do that. At least no, like, drug. Or, well, I guess there are drugs that do it, but it would have to be aerosolized, but, you would there'd be side effects besides like the church and stuff. Especially their drug bronze that like makes you horribly hallucinate. On top of being open suggestion, so you would know if it was some kind of drug. At least if he was using
Well,
something like
does she know about this cult?
that. She knows of it vaguely from what you remember from last session. It's like when you asked her about it, she's like, "Oh yeah, the weird sex cult guys."
Because I'm gonna ask her about the head, like the leader that was giving the speech. I forgot his name again.
Flavius.
I'm gonna ask her about Flavius and if she knows anything about this Flavius.
She says that she knows that. Well, she's heard that he's the head of the cult, and he's like the only reason that it even exists. Like he's the only person that he's a founder. He started it, and he's like made this cult of personality around himself over the past like 6 months. And it, like some of her friends were like thinking about it, and then when they saw how expensive it is to become a member, they couldn't afford to become a member. But she also has some
So
friends
they just
that
turn
like
to tweak.
yeah, and then she also has some friends that like they were too poor to afford it, so they sold like literally everything they own to become members. And she's like, it was really weird. They went to like one seminar, and then like the next day they emptied their bank account and sold their house and moved into that tower. So
Well, if you'd like these friends back, let me know. We're already going on one extraction mission, so I guess a couple of people couldn't hurt.
she's like, no, they deserve it. They're idiots.
Well, all right then. All right. I guess we'll be back.
She's like, cool. Well, I will get to work. And she kind of like scoops up, like very carefully scoops up all the pile of syringes, and she's like, and then she kind of like taps her like temple, and like a cybernetic sort of like you know like the jeweler's glass, like the different like lenses on them. She kind of like flips like a microscope lens down over her eye, and it kind of like zooms in, and she kind of starts like looking everything over, and she's like, very interesting. She kind of starts walking down this massive assembly line of medical facilities, and she's walking down towards like where her lab is, you would assume.
Interesting. All right. All right. Yeah. I'll have Ankh come with me, and I'll get on my bike.
Alrighty. What are the rest of y'all doing then? In the meantime.
I'm doing basically the same thing as Tweak right now.
Well, you're gonna study some of the drugs. Or are you studying like?
Well, I mean, as interesting as it would be to put like caviar under a microscope, I don't think, it serves much mechanical purpose.
All right, so you're gonna
That's
use
a very good idea.
put caviar under a microscope.
No. Because now that I'm thinking about it, the food could be tainted.
So you do want to put caviar under a microscope.
That would actually be a really good idea, but I have a trip to Dapper to make.
Okay, so wait, you're going to look at the drugs you took then, right?
Yeah.
All right, I have to do some Googling to find out the potential chemical compounds that could be used to do this sort of thing. I know that they exist. There is like one flower that like if you like take this like drug, it makes you open a suggestion like 100%, and it's super creepy.
Well, I mean, there's peyote.
Yeah, but that's also like hallucinogenic.
I mean, there's LSD.
That's even more hallucinogenic.
It's lysergic acid. Well, while you're Googling that, let me do this thing with Dapper really quick, because it's not going to take very long.
All right, so you want to see Dapper.
Yes.
Okay, so you take that half an hour drive over to Dapper's high end suit emporium,
Yes.
And you walk in and Dapper's like, well, if it isn't my favorite customers, like back, where's your nice lady friend? Is she gone already? So soon?
Yeah, hightailed it out of town while the getting was good. Unfortunately, I'm stupid, so I get to stay here.
He's like, oh,
But
you're not
anyway.
dumb, my friend. You're just never mind. He's kind of pats you on the
Exactly,
back.
that's what I thought.
He's like, so what can I do for you?
I'm gonna need a favor. I'm kind of low on collars right now. So this modification is going to come with a coupon. One free favor from me for this modification. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be you want me to blow up your competition. Yeah, I will do it. I just need this favor done from you.
So when you first said, all right, this is gonna come with the coupon, his face like drops and he like raises an eyebrow. He's really serious.